Hello, this is Professor Nusratala Nazafati, and this PowerPoint is about a method of completing a project called Ipeerme 2018 Fall TCC Southeast Campus, Arlington, Texas. Ipeerme is for project to be successfully completed by a student, and it's a technique that I developed for our programming students and in general computer science program. What is Ipeerme? It's an acronym for intend, plan, execute, evaluate, repeat, maintenance, equilibrium. For any project that it is in your to-do list, you must have an intention that is clearly stated to yourself with a firm conviction. Some people objectively write their intention and read it to themselves loud, and it will be stored in their subconscious vividly without any hesitation. For example, I want to wake up 5:30 tomorrow morning. Now you need to plan for your event in a detail, and that is like a roadmap or step-by-step events taking place for your task from the start to the finish. There's a famous saying that says, "One who fails to plan is planning to fail." An example would be, I need to set up my alarm clock to 5:30 a.m. for tomorrow morning, and I need to go to bed at least before 10:30 p.m. to have my 7 hours of rest and sleep. I need to repeat in my mind beforehand, before I go to sleep, that I must get out of the bed the moment I hear my alarm goes off. And no snoozing for the alarm. I must get myself the feeling of how the room will feel tomorrow morning as far as the temperature is. Is it cold, hot? And just get in tune with the future event that is going to happen. Next is, I need to execute this plan. There are many plans that people they do and it's not being executed properly. You must execute your plan exactly as you plan for it. No modification at the execution time. Lots of good plans stay on the shelf without being executed. Maybe because of outdated events, time overlaps, or simply being neglected. They're being executed as being planned, otherwise they fail because they get modified during the execution phase. Example, I must do all my chores before 10:30 p.m. to go to bed before 10:30 p.m. Get the alarm set for 5:30 a.m. and turn the alarm on. When the sound of the alarm clock wake me up at 5:30 a.m., I need to get out of the bed without any delay. As simple as that. Now the next part, I need to evaluate. Every execution of my plan will fine-tune the performance of the future. And this would be your benchmark of future execution. With evaluating your previous execution, you can optimize and debug your plan for better performance. Example, after the first execution of my plan to wake up at 5:30 a.m., I learned that I did not need to have the high volume of the alarm to be too loud. It may wake up everybody in the house. Therefore, I adjust the volume of the alarm for next setting for the next day. The next letter in the acronym is R, which stands for repeating. Life is all about repetition. You repeat events over and over and over again. Once again, a successful plan can be duplicated. Once a plan is successful for you, it can just be repeated as a duplicated event. For example, now you can plan, execute, and evaluate your task of waking up anytime that you want to use. The recipe for this task can be modified before the execution with minor adjustment to accomplish the outcome of waking up in a particular time. The next letter is M for maintaining, or the maintenance. You have to do maintenance on everything around you. You check to see if the proper equipment, tools are in order. Even your personal relation with the people around you must be in good standing of maintenance. For example, I cannot have a non-functioning environment that is lacking proper setting or essential element for this task and expect perfect result. I cannot finish the task if I have a bad, unhealthy diet or eating habit or waking up without any problem on time. If I do overeat, a heavy late dinner at night and wake up at the proper time, or going to bed after drinking too much coffee late at night, knowing that my system is awake 2 hours after my last cup of coffee in my system. And finally, the last letter. Everything must be in balance, equilibrium. If the ingredient of the task are not in balance and equilibrium, then task cannot be finished successfully. The timing and resources and all the participants in the task must be in equilibrium state with which other to obtain the successful result. Example, I cannot fit in 7 hours of sleep in my schedule if my schedule does not allow me to be at home before 11:30 p.m. and it takes me at least an hour after that to get ready for bed. Maybe I can adjust my plan to sleep 5 hours sleep instead of 7 hours. People can sleep and rest 5 hours and feel rested. This is the end of this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.